Time for number 3, looking at Houston rap CDs. And, if I happen to find some more, maybe I'll do another one. And again, a lot of the screwed up click stuff, that's my favorite Houston albums. And most of that I have on CDR. And there's no point looking at CDRs, and I'm just not going to do the whole graphics in the corner. I'm just not going to commit to that. Just yapping about CDs is what I want to do. So, the Ghetto Boys, Till Death Do Us Part. This one came out in 1993. Rap-A-Lot, No Tribe. And this is the album, I think it was the only one, of the old stuff at least, where Willie D had left the group for a bit. And Big Mike became a member. And we'll look at Big Mike a little bit later. But yeah, there's definitely a couple crazy songs on here. Some crazy lyrics for sure. And this Blanks for You, that's probably the best song on here. Another Ghetto Boys album, The Good, The Bad, The Ugly. I don't hear too many people talk about this album, but this album here is probably like a 9 out of 10. I think this album's awesome. Dawn to Dusk, Living for the Moment, B's and H's, Like Some Hoes, Do Your Time, Gangsta. This is a really fun album. Just one of those ones where I don't say this about many hip hop albums, but half the songs are 10 out of 10. Core of the songs are kind of forgettable, but okay. And a core of the songs are good. And just in my opinion, for a hip hop release, that's a pretty good average. This came out in 1998. DJ Screw, Sentimental Value. What is the story behind this album? Came out in 2002, so this is after DJ Screw passed away. I think this is one of his more well-known mixtapes, just repressed on CD. Southside Groove in the third one. That's probably my favorite. And 8, My Life. That's a good one too. A member of the Screwed Up Clique, ESG. This is called Screwed Up Movement. And this was a later album, 2006. I never listened to this one a ton when it came out, but it's got the regular version and the Screwed and Chopped version. I don't have the CDs, but I'm more into the old ESG from the 90s. And I guess the one that I gotta recommend is City Under Siege. That album's awesome. That's an 8 out of 10 easy. Lil Flip, I Need Mine. Another double album from Lil Flip. This came out in doesn't say, but it had to have been a couple years after the last one, which was I'm forgetting that one too. You Gotta Feel Me. Again, full of guest appearances, some big names, and some underground Houston names. I gotta go with Stay Ballin' with Yuckmouth. Yuckmouth is one of my favorite rappers, and I actually think they might have done like a mixtape together or something way back in the day. I forget. Mike Jones. Who is Mike Jones? This was his major label debut, and I have a lot of fond memories of this. I was actually just thinking about this album because my son and I just took a little road trip just to the town where I went to college. No real reason. I just have a cousin that lives there. Said hi and just kind of looked at some of the old stores and took a walk around. I always like doing that, just kind of walking around places I have a past with. And this album here was important to me and a couple friends. We were really excited for it. And there was a lot of nights partying to this one. The best song on here is Flossin' with Big Mo. And if you don't know Big Mo, listen to City of Syrup, his debut full length, and he passed away in the early 2000s, unfortunately. Kind of a same deal as DJ Screw. Too much syrup, and they were big guys too, unfortunately. But 2005. And again, two versions, the regular and the screwed and chopped. He went away for a long time. Then he resurfaced with this, The Voice. And you know what? I have no complaints about it, but I listened to it a couple times and I was over it. I just never felt the need to grab it again. And what he did after this, I actually have no idea. I think he left music for a long time. But I've also heard that he might be resurfacing. Again, all this stuff, usually a rock video, I'll do a little bit of research, but I'm just flying through these. This might be in my top 3 Houston rap albums of all time. Lil O, The Fat Rat with the Cheese. This was on Game Face Entertainment and Atlantic, so it was a short-lived flirtation with the majors. This came out in 2001. Reminds me of my last year of high school and meeting my girlfriend, now wife. Every song on here is good, but the opener, The Fat Rat with the Cheese, Throatist, Slow Down, We Ain't Broke No More, My Loved Ones, and Players Get Chose. And this is chock full of screwed up Click members. The last 2 albums I talk about here are kind of cheating. I'm going to talk about Big Mike. And I've always tend to first think of Big Mike as being from Houston. But he's not. He's from New Orleans. But he put out a couple albums on Rap-A-Lot, which is a Houston label. And he was temporarily a member of the Ghetto Boys, who are the most legendary Houston hip-hop group ever. So I'm going to throw him in here. This is Still Serious. This is an awesome CD. Players to Governors and Bourbon and Impalas. Those are the best songs. I also like the last one, Black Lacquer. This was on Rap-A-Lot, 1997. And finally, Big Mike, Hard to Hit, 1999, again on Rap-A-Lot. I wanted to like this album more than I did. Good guest appearances on here. You got Devin the Dude, MC Breed, J.O. Felony, Spice One, Yuck Mouth, some of my favorite West Coast rappers. But this album here is pretty average to me. So that's it for Houston hip hop, at least for now. One of my favorite cities for hip hop. They're still doing a lot of cool things. And that's it. Thanks for watching.